out here in the middle of the desert. I'm Joe, this is my channel, Joseph Blake Photography, where we talk about tech and gear and news and just a little bit of everything. And today we're gonna talk about a bunch. We're gonna talk about the Mavic 4, we're gonna talk about the Air 3S, we're gonna talk about issues with the Osmo 5, and I'm gonna try to climb this hill because I've just wanted to climb this hill. So I rode my mountain bike out to this part of the desert outside of Las Vegas. That's Las Vegas out there. And yeah, we're gonna go climb this hill. It is windy, but it's a beautiful day. It's low 80s, gorgeous. Fall in the desert. Got this hat when I was in Tahoe. Very comfortable. So I'm here on the top of this little, it doesn't even have a name, this is just a little hill out behind the BLM land. This is really close to my house, but I love climbing and riding up in these hills. I love adventuring just out here in the desert, especially when the temperatures get nice. You can see sort of behind me here, this is the Kyle Canyon, Harris Springs area. Just a beautiful place if you're ever out in the Las Vegas area. Even if you're on the Strip, if you've got some time, come out here, especially if it's in the fall or in the spring or even in the winter, quite frankly. It's really quite beautiful out here. So as I make these technology videos and I talk about the gear and the tech that we use to create, you know, no matter how or what you're creating, we're using technology, and in a lot of cases we are finding ourselves in remote and rugged settings. And it's not uncommon that we're gonna take a camera with us. Sometimes it's you know, our phone, sometimes it's our watch, sometimes it is going to be a GoPro or some sort of action camera, the Action 5 from DJI. Maybe we've got a drone with us, or maybe you're crazy like me and you've got the R5 on a gimbal and you're walking up a mountain with it, with wireless lav mics. But you know, that's me, that's not for everybody. And so there were big pieces of news this week about technology that exactly relates to these things, right? Things that we've been talking about, that I've been talking about. So the first, obviously, is the Action 5. That camera was announced, it's available for purchase, people have gotten it. In my review video, and I did get some comments about this, you know, my review video doesn't include the camera because, to be quite honest, it would take me weeks to create what I think is a full-fledged review of all of the different features and quality, quite frankly, of that device, and to get it to you in a way that I felt comfortable with. DJI didn't send me one, and the people that it did send them, they rushed out videos as quickly as they could, and none of those guys are gonna give you, to be quite honest, none of them are gonna give you the true story. They want DJI to keep sending them stuff, right? Because like all of us, you know, we've got to feed the YouTube machine. So we've got to make sure that we've got content to make. And what I gave you was what I think is the most unbiased view of the information that we have available. And even though there are, you know, tons of folks doing reviews of that camera, there are a lot of people now online that have it that are talking about the fact that you can't get any additional bitrate, higher quality color, and just better everything, and better processor. That processor, that Qualcomm processor, it has the ability to actually process more data than DJI is allowing, and people aren't loving the audio quality, and they don't love that they can't up the bitrate on the sensor. And DJI's response was, well, we wanted to keep the battery life at 4 hours because that's something they can put on the box. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't fault DJI for that. That's what they're doing, right? They're marketing a consumer product. But there weren't a whole lot of reviews that talked about it. And I think that's what people are kind of bummed about now that they've purchased it and they're using it in creative ways. And quite frankly, you're not gonna get out of an action camera what I can get right now out of this camera, right? I can shoot at 800 megabits a second if I want, and I can't do that with an action camera. And yes, I keep switching arms because the camera and the gimbal are heavy. So am I gonna test the Action 5? Yes. Am I gonna test the GoPro? Probably not, because to be quite honest, the GoPro 13 is just the 12 with 400 frames per second. It's just an overclocked chip, same sensor, same everything else. So really just go get the 12, you'll be fine. That's my professional opinion. Just following this, it's not really a trail, I'm just kind of walking up this ridge here. That's where I was. And then there's this kind of saddle here that I'm going to try to get up on. All right, the next bit of news that we have is the Air 3S. This is going to be a really DJI focused video. The Air 3S, we now have seen a lot more photos of, and it looks like we got pricing, and it looks like we're going to get it in the next couple of days. And pricing is anywhere between, looks like about $1,000 US for the RC-N3 kit, all the way up to about $1,500 for the Fly More combo with the RC-S2. So the two things that I need to see on this drone are a 1-inch sensor with a variable aperture, and I need it to be lighter, because if it's not, then I think my next drone is going to be a mini, because I'm tired of dragging. I've got the Mavic 2 in my bag right now, and damn is it heavy. Time to stop for a drink. All right, this is the rock outcrop that I want to climb. This is kind of this will be the end of my hike, and then I'll head back. It's not really any like rock scrambling or anything like here. This is just hiking up a hill. Just a hill that has rocks that look like they're straight out of Minecraft. I don't know what that is. That layering is crazy. Find a flatter rock to sit on that isn't also cactus. And then the next thing is the Mavic 4. And we've been waiting for an update to the Mavic for a while now, and what we keep seeing is this kind of magic 8-ball shaped camera bundle. But if you think about that and you look at it in the pictures that we have, it's kind of out front, almost like the body now is going to be more like a tube. And it definitely looks like the propeller arms fold in differently. I'm not sure whether or not that's going to make it considerably harder or easier to pack and to hold in your bag. Again, as someone who is currently carrying the Mavic 2 Pro, I'm looking for something a little more streamlined. This doesn't sound like it's going to be it. But either way you slice it on the Mavic 4, I mean, really, I think people are happy to pay for better image quality, more battery life, and features. But there's definitely a trade-off when you're talking about weight and you're talking about cost. And now this is my personal opinion, and this is, trying not to fall down here. Now, this is my personal opinion, and this is the reason why I didn't upgrade to the Mavic 3. Not the Classic, not the Pro, not the Cine, but because honestly, I think they had too many SKUs, and I think at the top end, they made it way too expensive. I hope that made sense. I hope I did it in the right order, because it's hot and I'm oxygen deprived on this hike. I did bring water, don't worry. I need to work on my gimbal arms. It's not normally how I shoot these videos. All right, I'll close it with this. This is technology that we use when we do fun stuff. Sometimes we use it for more, drudgery, work stuff. But normally, I mean, it should be fun when we're doing this stuff. Right now, I am out in this just absolutely beautiful environment. It is gorgeous out here, even if it is warm. And I'm using my drone and my camera, not just to film here, but because I enjoy doing it. And I enjoy capturing this moment and capturing the quality of the view. And I like getting out in nature. It's an excuse, honestly, to get out into nature, to ride my bike, and to go on a hike. But I gotta get home. I gotta go to the store. I gotta go do grocery shopping. Take the kids grocery shopping. They love going on store trips with dad. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you like videos like this, where we're talking about tech and gear, we're talking about adventuring, getting out into the wilderness, getting the shot, using the tools, doing the best with what we've got, getting the best with what we've got, then go and hit the subscribe button, go and hit the like button. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.